go in Dallas, Texas. This car was involved with what was a pretty harrowing-looking situation with the accident that Lizzy Musi was involved with, and Ron Muenks, you were behind the wheel. I must say, this car, you guys put it back together good enough to race it through the course of the weekend, but you got this thing put together pretty nice. It looks really great, man.
Yeah, the guys back at Dave's RV and Jeff Pierce Race Car Tuning did a great job getting the car all back together. They spent 2 weeks fixing the body, getting all the body work repaired on it, new carbon fiber put in. Had to go get another door, got it hung, new windshield put in the door. So they worked their tails off getting it all done.
I got to tell you, it's really what I really like about it is, now I'm a painter, but I happen to do wraps also. But obviously, Chris Dixon must have got involved with Kryptonite Customs on this thing, Dave.
Chris Davis for Kryptonite Customs, yeah. If it wasn't for Chris Davis with Kryptonite Customs and Jeff Holloway of Holloway Race Cars and Steve up at Bickles, Steve came up with a used door because I needed one immediately, otherwise we'd have never got it done. And those Bickles, yes. And
always count on Steve.
Yeah, I mean he took care of us, and I mean Jeff worked his tail off for 2 weeks getting this thing done and in the shape you see it today.
Was there any real physical chrome moly damage or anything like that?
No, the chassis really wasn't damaged. The quarter was really pretty bad, but it would have taken a lot longer to change it, so we actually repaired the quarter, a lot of carbon fiber work, a lot of body work, and then rehung that other door, and of course it didn't fit the way it should have, so that took a lot of work, and a new window and interior panels. And of course, to do all that, you have to take the tubs out of the car, rear end housing out of the car, whole car apart, and then the whole car is covered with body dust when you get done, so it takes you the next day to clean everything. And I mean, it was a huge project, thrashing for 2 weeks to get it the way you see it now.
Yeah, I must ask you this question. I mean, have you ever really been in any situation like that before in your driving career?
Never in my life.
Never in your life?
Just off the end of the track at Houston, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I remember you actually telling me that. You know, I shouldn't even ask that question. But, well, listen, I'm tickled to death, number one, that you came out okay. I know it's never a good time for it to happen to anybody. And anybody else you want to thank on the thing?
Just my son Jeff. I mean, if it wasn't for him thrashing on the thing for 2 weeks with everybody else, we wouldn't be here right now.
He's a hard-working kid. And let me tell you something. I've watched him over the years, and his talent level has gone way, way sky high. He's a pretty sought-after kid anymore.
Yeah, I hate to tell him too much because he gets the big head, but yeah, he's a pretty smart dude.
Yeah, he is. He's really turned into Jeff Pierce Race Car Tuning, and of course your rear Morrison power plant. What's things looking like for you here this weekend?
Yeah, we qualified 17th, and we're in as an alternate as of right now.
So what's been the situation? You've been in the tire shake situation like most?
Yeah, about the same as everybody else, just tire shake.
Yeah. Pretty wild weekend. Well, I must say, man, number one, I'm glad to see you all back. Glad to see you back. And I really, really dig whoever designed the thing. I assume it was Chris. But I think it's cool that it's this way on one side and the other way on the other side. But welcome back, and good luck in round number one.
Hey, thank you. We really appreciate that. We really love coming to PDRA. It's a great place to race, and we've got new motors coming from rear Morrison. We're switching over to fuel injection. Brad Morgan down there is making some serious horsepower these days, and we're looking forward to running pretty fast this season.
Me and Jimmy were fortunate enough to do a shop tour when we were down there recently. I don't know if you happened to see it on Facebook, but, man, Brad and David, and to get a chance to spend some time with Bruce Allen, who I've admired since I was a little bitty boy, and it's just amazing the transition, you know, and this transition with this motor thing that's going on, you know, that last year was total domination pretty much by one. It's all different this year, man. There's 4 or 5 solid engine builds, including David Rear and the gang.
It's a tight field out there right now, very tight.
Let me ask you a question I've been trying to figure out. If the bump was at 84 today, is that what it was? 84, 80? No, I think it went down. No, I think it went down to an 85. No.
Harper ran an 85, I believe.
Yeah.
He got in.
And we ran an 86.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think.
Maybe it was an 85.
Yeah. Isn't that one of the quickest bumps ever?
Like it to me. I don't. You know, I'm not a stat guy, but I can't remember one where there was an 85 as the bump. It's just a sign of what's coming. Guys are switching over to fuel injection. As you pointed out, there's several engine guys out there now. This thing's going to get faster and faster. Well, look at Top Sportsman. those guys are running in the 3s now, you know. I mean, what was their bump spot today? Faster than I've ever seen. I remember in Top Sportsman last year, you could qualify with a 440. Today, you couldn't do anything unless you were in at least the teens. So it's going to get faster and faster in both of those classes.
Hey, thanks to both you guys. I'm glad you're fine. The car looks fantastic. I mean, really sorry for the way things went down, but kind of the nature of the drag racing beast. Dave's Claremore RV, Ron Muenks, I should say, and Jeff Pierce Race Car Tuning, and they're back. You're watching PDRA TV from Rockingham Dragway and the Spring Nationals with the PDRA.